Hey Dabbers, and welcome back to another Dab 2000 video in the first video of 2025. So, welcome back to the channel, and I hope I can bring you guys a ton of amazing videos for the new year. And for the first video of 2025, as I've always said, I'm going to be ranking my most anticipated movies for 2025. So, I always say most anticipated. Some of these are just all the movies I will be seeing in 2025. So there's gonna be some bottom ones, but mostly like my top 10 are like some movies I'm really excited for, and some others. So let's start this video. Coming in at number 24, I have the Smurfs movie. There's a new one coming out, yes, and I'm not excited. I have watched Smurf movies, but do I care about them? No. So this is why it's at the bottom, because I don't care about the Smurfs. Coming in at number 23, I have ELO, or something like that. This is going to be the new Pixar movie coming out next year. And I saw the trailer for it when I watched Mufasa in theaters. It doesn't look that interesting. It kind of looks weird with this alien. It's like about aliens and stuff, and this kid gets abducted by aliens. So it's got that Pixar charm to it, but like, I don't know. Something about this is just like, I feel like Pixar's just going off a little bit. Like, it's just like, not going in the right direction right now. So that's why it's not that high up. Coming in at number 22, I have Snow White. So this is going to be the live-action remake of Snow White. If you don't know, I really enjoyed the animated version of Snow White. So I really like the animated version. I think it's really good. It's like the first Disney movie released in theaters. And I think it's the first animated movie released in theaters. I don't know about that for sure. But why is the live-action one so low? It's because I'm nervous. Because I feel like they're going to mess it up again. Because so far from the trailers, it just doesn't look like the original. Like, Snow White's going to rebel against the evil queen and stuff like that. Like, that's not in the original at all. And I know it's supposed to be a remake, so they have to do some stuff different, but they don't have to go like so far out there that's like extremely different. So yeah, I'm very optimistic about this movie because it's just, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's just like, I don't know. And the dwarfs, the CGI on the dwarfs look awful. They just don't look good at all. So, I don't know. I lost faith in Disney live action remakes, so I don't know. Alright, coming in at number 21, I have Dogman. I know Minnie's excited for this movie because we did a trailer reaction with him for this movie. I read the books when I was in elementary school, so like I know who Dogman is and all that stuff, but I don't know. I'm just not that. The trailers haven't sold me yet. I didn't think the Captain Underpants movie was that great, and this is made by the same. Like, the books are made by the same person for Dogman 2. So, I don't know. The trailers look fun enough for, like, little kids and stuff like that. But, like, for me, I'm just like, okay, I mean, I'll see it. But, I don't know. I just gotta wait and see. Alright, coming in at number 20, I have Anaconda. So, there was an older movie called Anaconda. I have not seen that movie, but the only reason why it's in my honorable mentions in the first place is because it has Jack Black and Paul Rudd in it. So, like, that seems interesting. I haven't seen them together that much, and I feel like their dynamic could be really fun. This could be, I'm just hoping this is going to be a fun movie, and apparently this is coming out in December of this year, so I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. There's not a trailer out. They did the post like they're going to do this with Paul Rudd and Jack Black next to each other. So it could be fun, but I don't know. I have to see a trailer so I can be sold on the concept. Alright, coming in at number 19, I have Zootopia 2. I didn't even know this movie was coming out next year. I didn't even know Moana 2 was coming out last year. But yeah, Zootopia 2 is coming out next year. I like the first Zootopia. I don't love it as a lot of people do. I'm a little like, it's a good movie. It's just not one one of the Disney movies that I like personally. So that's why it's kind of lower on this list, because the first Zootopia is fun enough, but it's just not really, like, I don't really like it as much as most people, so that's why it's kind of low. Alright, coming in at number 18, I have Michael. This is going to be the Michael Jackson biopic coming out next year. If you watch my end-year ranking with ranking all the 2024 movies, I like biopic movies, apparently, because I watched Elvis and I really liked it, and then I watched Bob Marley last year and Piece by Piece last year, so I like these biopic musician movies, so why not keep the train going with Michael Jackson? And I'm excited for this one because I know who Michael Jackson is. I listened to his songs when I was younger, so I do know who this is, and they're going to make a biopic about it, so I'm in. I just kind of excited to see another biopic musician movie this year. Alright, coming in at number 17, I have The Electric State. This is going to be a new movie coming out on Netflix. If you don't know, Netflix did not have a great year, in my opinion, for last year. I'm hoping this year they kick us off with a bang with The Electric State, which will be directed by the Russo brothers, which they directed my favorite movie of all time, Endgame, and a bunch of my favorite MCU movies, so yeah, I'm excited. I liked Gray Man when it came out, but I haven't rewatched it ever since, so maybe that's a sign. But I don't know, it could look fun. It's got Chris Pratt in it and Millie Bobby Brown as the main lead, and it's about these robots and stuff, so it could be fun. There's a lot of good actors and actresses in this movie. I don't know, something about the robots and the plotline kind of looks a little weird to me, but it could be a really good movie. Alright, coming in at number 16, I have The Bad Guys 2. So I saw the first one when it came out in 2022. I have not read the books, so I just watched the first movie for, like, the introduction into this universe of bad guys. And they made a second one. I mean, the first one was good enough, so why not make a second one? I wasn't a huge fan of the first one. I thought it was good, but, like, not great. So I'm not as excited for Bad Guys 2. Alright, coming in at number 15, I have Wicked for Good. So I think that's what it's going to be called. At least that's what Letterboxd puts it at. If you don't know, I have a Letterboxd account. Go follow me at Dap2000 on Letterboxd. So, yeah. False alarm, it was just Junior. A little Junior came down to stalk my nest.
What?
I'm doing most anticipated movies for next year. What's yours?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to be talking about Wicked for Good.
That is the Electric Staff.
The Electric State. It's going to be that robot movie on Netflix coming out. Did I show you the trailer for that? No.
I don't see it ever.
You leaving?
I guess.
Give me a good old Davo. See you, my guy. Alright, so let's talk about Wicked for Good. This is going to be the second part to the first Wicked that came out last year. I ranked it pretty high. And I can't wait to see what they do with this universe. The first one does end with a cliffhanger with Elphaba going off on her own journey. I wonder if they're going, in the second part, going to make her more evil and like make her more like the bad person. Because so far, I think Elphaba is not the bad person in this movie at all. I think she's in the right. And then Glinda, yeah, all of them, I think they're in the right and stuff. I think Jeff Goldblum's character's in the wrong. But honestly, I mean, the first one was pretty good. I enjoyed it way much more than I thought I would. But yeah, I just can't wait to see it. Alright, coming in at number 14, I'm going to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So this is going to be Junior's most anticipated movie for this year. I saw the first one when it came out in 2023, and I had mixed feelings about it. I thought the human character plots were okay. It wasn't the best. And I think the animatronic designs are cool. I like how they're actually animatronic, so they feel more real and all that stuff. But it didn't have that much, like, scary moments in this movie, which the games are pretty scary. So, like, the first movie was kind of like, we're not going to make it that scary. So I hope this one's a little scary. Apparently they're doing like toy Bonnie and stuff, like the toy people of them. My Five Nights at Freddy fans, they'll know if you're watching this video, but yeah, I guess it's gonna be a new story. I am wondering if they're gonna bring back the same characters in the first one, or is it gonna be a completely new cast? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, coming in at number 13, I have Tron Ares. So, you're probably wondering, why is Tron this high? Because if you don't know, I don't like either Tron movies. I think the first Tron has a good plot, good characters, CGI is just horrible. So, that's why I don't really like that one. The second one, CGI is amazing, and it looks really good. The character and plot are not good. So, they're kind of opposite to each other. One has great CGI with a terrible plot. The other one has a great plot with terrible CGI. So, yeah, that's how I feel about the Tron films. And I don't like Tron Legacy because Tron's not in it. But we're not talking about Tron Legacy. We're talking about Tron Ares, which is going to be about a red Tron. I don't think it's going to be Tron. It's just going to be a red version. I think Jared Leto is going to be the main character. So the reason why I have this movie so high is because of the plot detail. They said that one of the Tron people are going to be coming to the real world and interact with the real world. I think that is an interesting concept. It feels different from the previous two movies, and it sounds better than the previous two movies. So I'm hoping this is better, and it has a red Tron, so I'm hoping it just it's just a different feel, different vibe to it. So I'm hoping it's good. Alright, coming in at number 12, I have a Minecraft movie. And I know a lot of you would put this down low. I think the trailers look fun. It just looks like a fun time. It's directed by the people that did Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre. I think Nacho Libre is by far the funniest movie I've ever seen in my life. So I do have some hope for this movie. I think it would be fun and funny. The characters, the sheeps, the animals, they do look off though. I don't know why they chose to do live action people in this cartoon world. It's just an odd choice to me. So that's why it's not in my top 10 and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. Some of the character designs look good. Some of them don't. They do a lot of practical. I have seen the thing that they do practical, but it still looks cartoony to me. So that's why I'm kind of optimistic to this film. I don't know. Coming in at number 11, I have Lilo and Stitch. This is going to be the live-action Lilo and Stitch coming to theaters. And as you can tell, I put Snow White really low because I think they're going to mess that up. Lilo and Stitch is kind of hard to mess up, I feel like. So far, we've seen Stitch's design already. It looks amazing. I think they nailed the Stitch design. I don't know how they're going to do all the other aliens. I don't know how realistic they're going to look. But I feel like I just have a good feeling about Lilo and Stitch. I think this one's going to be probably the best, one of the best live-action remakes for Disney. I think the best live-action Disney movie is Aladdin. And it's kind of hard to mess up Aladdin. So I think Lilo and Stitch is very hard to mess up. But I've been wrong before, so we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, we made it to the top 10 of my most anticipated movies. Coming in at number 10, I have How to Train Your Dragon. This is going to be the live-action remake of the original. I have not seen the original How to Train Your Dragon in a while. So I will have to rewatch that movie before this movie comes out. But from the teaser trailer that we saw a couple months ago, it looks really cool. I mean, the dragons look realistic. All the characters are spot on. And it just looks really good. I do hope they change a little. I hope it's not like a beat for beat same. Because then, what's the point of making a live action remake? But I don't know. I have hope for this movie. I think this movie could be good. Alright, coming in at number 9, I have Karate Kid Legends. So this is going to be Daniel Daniel and Jackie Chan's character. I have not seen the Jackie Chan Karate Kid yet. I will be seeing that movie before this movie comes out. But, I am nervous. They say this will take place after Cobra Kai, so I thought this was just going to retcon Cobra Kai. It's just Cobra Kai doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. They said it's going to take place after Cobra Kai, so then I now have a little bit of hope for this movie. but I'm just not very sold yet on the concept. The action, like the karate in this movie, looks good. So I hope Daniel and Jackie Chan's character can have good chemistry together, and like it's just a good movie. Hopefully. Coming in at number 8, I have Jurassic World Rebirth. If you didn't know, Jurassic World movie was coming out this year. It is. So now you guys know. It's gonna have Scarlett Johansson in it and Mahershala Ali in this movie. So apparently it's going to be a new timeline. Chris Pratt's not going to be in it and stuff. I thought Jurassic World Dominion was the last one of the franchise, apparently, because Jurassic World Dominion made $1 billion, so they got to make another one. I don't know how I feel. I think Dominion was a disappointing movie because it wasn't really about dinosaurs, about locusts and cicadas and all that weird crap. So, Jurassic World has disappointed me before, but I'm hoping... I think this is directed by the people that did Rogue One. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But, like, whoever the director is, apparently they have an amazing script. So, I'm hoping it's good. I'm trusting you for now, but I might be disappointed. I don't know. Alright, coming in at number 7, I have Avatar, Fire and Ash. The next Avatar movie in the franchise. So I thought the last one was good. The plot was okay, but the visuals are amazing. This time they're doing fire Avatar characters, which is basically doing Avatar The Last Airbender, because they have air, they have water, they got fire, now what, earth. I don't know what the original Avatars are. I think they're earth, but so what's the fourth movie going to be? Air? I don't know. But like, I'm hoping this plot is a little bit different, because I think the first one and the second one are kind of like have the same plot. So I'm hoping this one has a different one. And apparently these Na'vis, that's what they're called, the fire Na'vis are going to be the villains of the film. So we got like an evil clan of them. So that sounds interesting, but I don't know. I think it'll look good and it'll probably be too long, but I'll probably enjoy it. Alright, we made it. Oh, I thought we were in the top 5. At number 6, I have Fantastic Four First Steps. So this is going to be the first Fantastic Four movie in the MCU. And I'm pretty excited for this one. I think the cast looks great. Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic is an interesting choice. I'm not saying I hate it, but like it's just interesting. I think I could see it. Vanessa Kirby, Sue Storm, and then Joseph Quinn, Human Torch. And I do not know who the voice of Thing is in this movie, but I don't really know him that well, so I don't really know. But I'm excited because this is going to be taking place in a different multiverse, and it's going to be a retro-futuristic vibe to it, which sounds really cool. So yeah, I'm hoping for the best. We still haven't got a trailer for this movie yet, so I'm hoping we get a trailer soon so I can see what they're trying to do with this movie. But overall, I'm pretty excited for this one. Alright, we made it to the top 5. At number 5, I have Captain America Brave New World. This is going to be interesting. This comes out in 2 months from now, so that's pretty exciting. But I'm excited. I liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the same director, the people that worked on that film is going to work on this film. I liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so I'm excited for this movie. I can't wait to see more Sam Wilson Falcon. Well, no, Sam Wilson Captain America, I should say. And I can't wait to see Red Hulk and Harrison Ford, how he portrays a Red Hulk character in this movie. And then the leader, we haven't got any pictures of leader. I think there's one Funko Pop of him that they showed. So the leader is in this movie. So I wonder how he's going to influence this movie. But it looks good. And they're going to tie some threads with like the Eternals and the Celestial in the water and stuff like that. So I'm generally excited for this film. Coming in at number 4, I have Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. So this is going to be the final movie in the Mission Impossible franchise, maybe. I don't know. Do I believe this is going to be the final one? I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it looks good. I like the final one. The last one, the Dead Reckoning, I thought that one was really good. It was my number 2 for last year, so I really enjoyed this one. And I can't wait to see what else they do with this franchise. And I love all the characters, and I just... Tom Cruise is going to be hanging off a plane. I know that sounds like Rogue Nation that came out a couple years ago. But this one, he's like on like a yellow plane. He's just hanging, and then they're going underwater. So I'm excited, and there are 3 other movies that I'm more anticipated. You probably guess one because of my shirt, but we'll see. Coming in at number 3, I have Thunderbolts. So I think this is my most anticipated movie for the MCU. I think this group, it's basically the Suicide Squad in the DC, not in the DC, in the MCU. You got like Yelena, Red Guardian, Bucky, Ghost, Taskmaster, and U.S. Agent in this movie. And then they're going to introduce Sentry in this movie, which I'm very curious of how they're going to do that, because Sentry is such an overpowered character. So I'm wondering what they're going to do with that. But it looks good. I think all these characters are going to have good chemistry together. All the trailers sold me already, so I think this movie is going to be really good. Alright, coming in at number 2, I have Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. So, if you don't know, the first Knives Out is in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I think the first one is just amazing. The second one is still really good. I really like that one. I think it's my favorite Netflix movie on Netflix. It's just such a fun movie. And I can't wait to see what else they do with this franchise. Well, with this trilogy. This will make a trilogy of them. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see Daniel Craig back in action with his detective skills. I think Jeremy Renner is going to be in this movie, which I'm already going to tell you, he's the murderer. Because I did realize that the last 2 Knives Out movies, the killer is a Marvel character. The first one's Chris Evans. The second one is Edward Norton. So, because he's Chris Evans is Captain America, Edward Norton was the Hulk, Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye. So I'm just saying, Jeremy Renner might be it, because they keep making the Marvel characters the killers. But we'll have to wait and see. I think this one was supposed to be more edgier and more darker than, like, he says in the like little preview that this is gonna be his dangerous case ever. So it might be a little bit more darker than we're expecting. I don't know, but I'm super pumped for this movie. But it couldn't be my number 1, because coming in at number 1, I have Superman. The trailer reaction I reacted to last year, like in December, really sold me on this movie. Like, it just looks amazing. Like, Superman just looks like it's such a empowering and, like, brightful character. He's saving people, unlike Henry Cavill. Don't take this wrong, I love Henry Cavill. I think he's one of my favorite actors, but I mean, he kills people in the movies. I mean, he's not, like, the hopeful guy. He just kind of kills people in them. So this will also kickstart the new DCU. So, we gotta see what this movie does, because this is gonna determine everything for the DCU. Was it a good idea to restart the universe? This movie will decide everything. So, I'm super excited. And that trailer is just so good. I think the score in this movie, just from the trailer alone, the score is amazing, and I feel like it just has this impactful tone to it. So I just cannot wait for this movie. So that is my most anticipated movie for 2025. Alright, what did you guys think of my most anticipated movies? Down below in the comment section, and comment down below what is your top, if you want to do top 10, what is your top 10 most anticipated movies for next year? I will check you guys on another Adapt 2000 video and a lot more videos in 2025. Goodbye, Dabbers.